out to FanttikRide and Ligiant for gifting me these wiggle cars to review. Hi guys, today we're testing out wiggle cars. We got the FanttikRide and the Ligiant mop ride. And I've been testing these out for you to see which one's best for you. There's pros and cons to each of them. They're very similar, but I wanted to compare them because they do have some differences that can make your decision on whether one you buy this one versus the other. First, let's start with how they look. With the side-by-side comparison, based on where the pedal is, you can see that the FanttikRide, keep saying that wrong, but the FanttikRide is a little bit longer, so it's definitely bigger for bigger kids. This one, however, though, has storage, which is super cool. So you have a little one that likes to have storage. This is a cool option to carry. They both have a Bluetooth button, Bluetooth button, Bluetooth button. The difference between this one and this one is this one you can actually control the volume. I'm not sure if I like that for my kids because they like to put it high. This one, you control it with your phone, so you have access of the type of music and also how loud it goes. Second off, the button bot is on the top here, whereas this, it's on the bottom. And the last thing here is that you have the high speed and the low speed here at the top, where this is set at the bottom by pressing in. So that is a big difference. I don't like to have my kids going very fast. So this one, they have the option, makes me a little nervous. But if you have a kid who's pretty independent, then this could be better for him. If you have one you're a little bit more cautious for, where they might go too fast, then this one might be better for them. So both are good for different situations. Next is on stability. So you'll notice this one sits more lower to the ground and hugs the ground better. So when it turns, I feel like it's a little bit more steady. This one, you have to kind of practice with it. It does have a 360 swivel, and so you want to make sure that you don't turn it all the way where it can kind of tip a little bit. Not tip over, it does have anti-tips, but it's just one that you need a little bit more skill for, that's all. And looking at the lights in the front, when you turn this one on, you got cool lights here in the front and this awesome mop feature, which is, I thought it was funny at first, but having a kid going around thinking he's helping me mopping the house is definitely a good experience and teaching them skills and responsibilities. Going with this one, you'll see that it has lights here like that, but it also has cool lights on the bottom when you ride it. And those are PU, so they're soft and they do not scratch your tiles. The wheels on this one are bigger. They don't scratch your tiles either, but it's just a different quality. This is like more plastic, and this one's like a soft kind of rubber, kind of like a scooter tire, so it's different quality. So that is awesome. Things they do have in common is that they both have 12 volt batteries, and they both have 2 speeds. The slower speed both goes about 1.9 miles per hour, and the faster one does go about 4 miles an hour. So in terms of performance, they are both pretty good with speed. So the only way is accessing the speed. That is what's different. This one, the controls are on the top, and this one, they're on the bottom where they can't really touch them. So this requires a little bit more help with steering. This one is pretty independent with that and lower to the ground. So I like having both for different situations. Now, they both have electric and manual modes, so you are able to use them without the electric, which I feel like helps last longer, especially if you're out and the battery dies. So that is definitely another pro. Now, one of the biggest differences is definitely size and weight capacity. This is definitely much larger and holds up to 150 pounds, which is large enough for 2 smaller kids to sit on it. You can ride up to 69 inches tall, so an adult can even ride on this. So it is definitely one you can grow with as well. The Ligiant is more about a traditional kid, so it has a maximum weight capacity of 66 pounds. My 2 small kids can still ride on it. They're 5 and 3, but I love that the seat is nice and wide too, and it hugs the ground. The Ligiant has one of the features that this one does not have, the mop feature, which is so cool. It's probably not the most It's the most unusual part of this car, which is the mop, the cleaning. The detachable mop, you could take it off if you don't want to use it. The kids can ride around while you're mopping the floor and they can feel like they're helping. It's not really the best way to mop the floor, but I thought it was a funny idea. It's actually pretty clever. It turns cleaning into a part of the activity you can do with your child. One more time?
Yeah.
Let's go!